What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Yee Tea. Let's get it started. Will Smith, he's doing a bunch of sequels. Now, he's already working on I Am Legend 2. Here's what he had to say about Michael B. Jordan.
People are saying I Am Legend 2. Is that a thing?
Yeah, no, that's a real thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Me and Michael B. Jordan, we sat down for about a week. Just went through character stuff. I'd love to work with that dude.
Another part 2 he's planning is Hancock 2. And while it feels like he's in the early stages, here's what he had to say about that.
There's a really cool Hancock 2 idea. I'm going to give you one little piece. Zendaya will be being approached for Hancock 2.
Now, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but Hitch 2 is also being developed by Will Smith. The original director from the first Hitch is not involved. That's how we actually found out about Hitch 2. Andy Tennant directed the original movie and said that he had a good idea for a sequel and then found out that Will was developing that without him, which he has every right to do. Which of these, Dan, are you most excited for? I Am Legend 2, Hitch 2, or Hancock 2?
Absolutely, I Am Legend 2.
Okay, me too.
Fun fact, I Am Legend's actually the first movie that made me cry. The dog scene.
Alrighty. Okay.
You didn't think that was sad?
I mean...
Come on.
Okay. Usually, like, if a person dies, but
yeah, but
okay.
it was just him and the dog.
All right, J. Cole is just like us because guess what? You have an idea and you want to do it and be consistent, and then sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. Now, he has his recently launched blog that he's been running, and it looks like he's just upset about not being consistent. He said, I'm off to a bad start with the consistency, but I'm going to do better. Watch. I've been locked in on the music while also balancing family life. It's a juggling act that a blog post wouldn't do justice in explaining. But with that said, I'm back tending to this garden. I think I'm going to let some other people post on here, too, to get the vibes up. I feel him because we have every intention. Like, all the time, I'm like, I'm going to start doing this more. I'm going to post this more. I'm going to do this. You buy the stuff to do it, and then, bang, nothing happens.
Got to commit.
Yeah, you got to commit and get into consistency. And I tell people all the time as advice, if they're like, oh, I want to start a podcast, I want to do this, consistency. And sometimes you got to follow your own advice, right?
That's a fact.
All right, LaVar Ball had his foot amputated. He had a medical issue. I can't even imagine what that must be like. He had to have his right foot removed, but he looks extremely happy in the picture of him. And I don't know if it was the laughing gas wearing off, but he's smiling hard in that wheelchair. But yeah, I can't imagine getting my foot amputated.
Especially when basketball is like your life.
Yeah, but you know what? Rather be alive. All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar. I know I'm not the only person who's scared to fly nowadays because we keep on seeing all these different reports. But we'll give you an update on that Delta flight that turned upside down. It's Way Up.
Way up.